Hi, Jesse with etrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at and I'll show you how to install the etrailer custom fit class 3 trailer hitch receiver on this 2022 Honda Passport. Adding a hitch on a vehicle like the Passport makes a lot of sense. It opens up a lot of possibilities. You can add more cargo space with maybe a cargo carrier or a bike rack, and it also gives you the option to do some light duty towing. If you are planning on doing any towing, just remember you'll have to add a supplemental trailer wiring kit, which we do have available here at etrailer. As you can see, our hitch here has a nice flat black finish, which goes well with the Passport, which also has matching matte finish on some of the panels. And also you'll see that you can't see any of the cross beams here. All you see from the back of the car is the receiver opening. That's a 2" by 2", your standard size receiver opening that'll fit most of your accessories. Also, we have our safety cable loops, which are this nice wire style, which are really easy to get any kind of safety cables on, whether it be your clevis style or any other type that you might have. Along with the standard receiver opening, we also have a standard 5/8" pinhole, which will fit most of your accessories and pin and clip. The pin and clip, however, does not come included with the hitch, but we have them available here at etrailer, and also any accessories that you might add on will most likely come with one included. Now for some measurements. From the ground to the bottom of the inside of the collar is about 16 inches. That's pretty middle of the road as far as hitches go. I think anything with a straight shank would work just fine. From the center of the pinhole to the edge of the bumper, looks like about 3.5 inches. Just keep that number in mind for any folding accessories that you might want to add on, just to ensure that it doesn't make any contact with the vehicle. For the weight capacity, the maximum gross trailer weight rating is 5,000 pounds. That goes up to 6,000 pounds when using weight distribution. And the tongue weight, which is the amount of weight pushing down on the rear of the vehicle, will be 750 pounds. Be sure to double check your owner's manual, choose the lowest rated component, just to make sure that you're safely towing or hauling. As for my final thoughts on this hitch, I think it looks great on the back of the Passport with that flat black finish, and it's also a really well quality built product. And the installation, it doesn't get much easier than that. It's just a matter of lifting the hitch up into place, putting a few bolts in. So you might need an extra set of hands to lift up the weights and also a few hand tools. So if you would like to see how I installed this one today, feel free to follow along. Now the first step of our installation will be to clean out our weld nuts that we'll be installing the hitch on. Some of these will have stickers covering them. You'll just have to take a razor blade and peel them up, or just peel them up with your finger. I have a wire brush here. We're just going to try and thoroughly clean these nuts. And once I get those cleaned down, I like to double check, make sure my bolt will easily thread in. That way I'm not stuck with a hitch above my head, struggling. Now for our hardware, we'll take our bolts and our conical tooth washer with the teeth facing towards the hitch. That way it bites in. At this point, we're ready to lift our hitch into place. It's a good idea to have an extra set of hands. My friend Jake here is going to help me out. We'll just kind of lift this into place, up over the exhaust, get our holes lined up. Just going to get one bolt threaded in on each side. Thread it in pretty good, and then we can let it hang. We're ready to tighten all the bolts down. There's going to be 6 total, 3 on each side. I'm using an impact gun with a 7/8 socket. You could also use a 22mm socket and something like a ratchet. We're just going to snug them all down. Now we'll break out our torque wrench. If you do not own your own torque wrench, we do have them available here at etrailer, or you can always rent one from your local auto parts store. So we'll just go ahead and torque each bolt down to the specification listed in the instructions. Now with everything torqued down, that's going to do it for our look at an installation of the eTrailer Class 3 hitch on our 2022 Honda Passport.